Hey guys, welcome back. Another video. No episode today for Wolf. I'm dead tired from work, but I wanted to share another house rule as my body continues to phase in and out of reality. A house rule for Fate, which I've done a couple of other house rule videos. This one has to do with the dice mechanic and how it's typically the four Fate die are used against the target number. Well, I've been thinking and noticing other players online and on Reddit actually talk about similar methods of combining the Fate system with uh, the Power by the Apocalypse system. So you have that range of successes. You have six or less is typically a failure, seven through nine is a partial success, and 10 or more is a success. I think 12 or more is like a success with style, I guess, to the Fate equivalent. Same system is used in Monsters of the Week and World of Dungeons, which is my personal favorite one-page RPG. So I was thinking, how could I adapt that into Fate? Because the scores of your approaches only go up to +3. I think you can go higher, but obviously you can house rule that, you can limit it. +3 is perfect because if you roll 2d6, then +3 doesn't really let you always have a partial success. You can still fail because two, and then you have +3, that's five, so that's still a failure. So if you get snake eyes, you can do even worse, depending on how the game master handles it. So let's try it out. Let's go to our table cam here. So I have 3d6 obviously for advantage, and I have a reason for that here shortly. But here's the standard fate die, and then we have the two usual d6s. Now, if our character here, Wolf, is trying something, we can try to we can try to overcome with forceful, which gives us a +3. So I just rolled a 2d6, and that's not really good initially. So that's four, but then five, six, seven, that's a partial. That's the bare minimum of the partial success. And since the Power by the Apocalypse system is so heavy on narrative, also used in Dungeon World, I forgot about that. Then you can just narrative it away. I mean, partial success. You accomplish what you need to do. Wolf here accomplishes what he needs to do, but there's a minor setback. He forgets something in the other room, or he falls on his face, falls flat. I mean, there's countless possibilities, countless things you can try. So that's the beauty of the Power by the Apocalypse system. And since Fate is so reliant also on narrative, it's a great combo, I think. Now, the caveat here is what about aspects and stunts? Well, for me, I've been leaning stunts more to item specific. So stunts, you can use them you're allowed to do something with the stunt because it's a weapon, or you can just simply apply a bonus if you land a hit with your weapon of choice. So here I have a longbow and a dual wield. If those hit, it lands a +1 shift, I should say. Now, aspects. Aspects are a that's the bread and butter of this game. It makes your character who they are and what they want to be. Now, how do we go from a typically +2 bonus aspect with the fate dice to the Power by Apocalypse system? Well, much like in the other systems, or World of Dungeons specifically, you roll 3d6 and you choose the two highest, and then whichever approach you're using, or skill, if you're using core or condensed, because I'm using accelerated at the moment with my system or with my series. Then you just roll the two highest die and you choose the highest two results. Then you also apply the bonus with your approach. So using aspects, you have to buy it, you have to pay a fate point. And if you're compelled, then you just go from there. Narratively, it impacts your character, whether it's saying it or not. So again, we would just roll 3d6. And if we're trying to do something, oh, that's perfect. So we have a perfect roll. That's 12, and then plus whatever other approach you have. So that's a success with style. That's it. That's all you do. I mean, with stunts, let's go back to the sheet here. With stunts, if my character's trying to use his wrist dart launcher, I would just roll the 2d6, and if it's like so, nine. Let's say we're trying flashing, I have zero, so we're just stuck with nine. Partial success. Maybe two one dart hits, but it doesn't hit a vital point of the enemy that we're shooting at. Or if we're trying to use our dual wield, we do land a hit, but then the enemy is able to strike back, has a chance for a free attack, or we slip, or we just whatever. Again, combat is something I'm always trying to work on, but for any other moments, I think this would make this would be pretty simple. So let me know what you guys think. Again, I've seen this online before, and it's not like the most, groundbreaking discovery. These two systems can probably intertwine um, with some effort or with little effort, and then that way, this probably could work well for newcomers, people who are new to Fate, as I am myself, and who are not comfortable with the Fate die, which I'm fine with. I've gotten used to the negative, positive, and blank face. But if they don't prefer to, take a few seconds to add up the results, if they just prefer, they're used to having the D6s around because everyone who plays tabletop RPG games has more often would have D6s compared to Fate dice, which you have to buy from a local tabletop store, game store, online, however. And there's obviously the trick you can use a D6 to represent the Fate die. So the first two, 1 through 2, would be a negative, 3, 4 would be the blank, 5, 6 would be a positive. You can always do that. So um, again, Fate is so open. You can house rule it to crazy, however crazy you want to go. But I think I'm pondering if I'm gonna try this for my next Wolf video. It doesn't really hamper anything. It doesn't really affect anything on the character sheet. I don't have to change anything. It just changes the method of play during the episode. So I might try it out, and I really hope to hear from what you guys think too. So that's it for the video. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.